good to see you.
Salud. Hello. Saludos familia. Fine, thank you. And you? Thank you, thank you. Saludos familia, les habla Jesús, su presidente de la plataforma Todo sobre Lucha Libre. Vamos a enviar saluditos aquí a Madrid Norte Wrestling, Kira Wrestler,
I
MPP
am
Series
the almighty
74, GBO
EMT, Erza,
1414,
Menagerie
Luis Diego
Tinker,
González
and
Barrios.
I am both a professional
Okay, tell us your
wrestler
name so
and
the
lucha
people
libre
start to know you.
luchadora. I was born in Reno, Nevada, but I grew up until I was 18 in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Okay, saludos al Cuervo Asesino 666. Where are you from?
I'm going on a little over a year and a half, so I am quite new to the
Okay,
game, and
so how
the
many
only
years so far
exposure
have
I
you
had
been
to
a
pro
wrestler?
wrestling was the Hell in a Cell match between Mankind
Okay.
and The Undertaker, and the experience I had with Lucha Libre was from Nacho Libre, but it still was definitely a first step towards loving the culture of Lucha Libre and wanting to do it myself. Oh, muy un poquito.
Okay. Último Tigre 593 saludos. So, do you know just a little bit of Spanish? Just because you say you have learned lucha libre mexicana and you are a lucha libre mexicana wrestler, so I suppose that you maybe know Spanish, but you
Ecstatic.
said that only a
There
little bit.
is a connection
So
that
the
you
first
gain
time you went
because the
into the
audience
ring,
is
you see the ring,
also
you see the
a
people. How do
intrinsic
you feel?
part of the show, especially when it comes to Lucha Libre. There is nothing good on the planet because you cannot experience through a screen the atmosphere and the energy that is created during a Lucha Libre show. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So I see
there is a
photos
bit
and
of
videos
a
on your Instagram
triumph
page. You are
between
not using a mask. You are not
myself
using a
and the
mask.
other
Is that going
facets
to
of
start
who I
today
am.
to use that mask?
So there is a unmasked version that is kind of a tweener between your good guy and your bad guy. But this is my
Oh,
masked babyface persona. And there
okay.
are other personas that are not as babyface that I will also
Mm,
put on in order to bring the more difficult to stomach parts of life to people because they deserve it. Okay. Yippee.
okay. Okay, saludos a Vicente Carvajal. I'm going to ask you a serious question. Are you prepared for that? Okay, here it comes. You want to answer it? You can answer. If not, why you always
Well,
with your tongue
because
outside?
I am
Because I see
a
all your
unique
photos and all your videos,
instance
you're like,
of a human
why?
being, I understand that there's something silly about having your tongue out, but there's also something sexy about having your tongue out. So I like to be an amalgamation of the two in order to bridge the gap
Yes.
between young and fun and adult
Yeah.
and intimate. Well, I love being a face. I love being the entity that
Okay,
others can go
okay.
to
So which one you
achieve
prefer,
happiness.
heel or
But
face?
I am a bit of a
Hmm.
naughty person. So when it comes to how much I personally enjoy things, I'm definitely more of a heel. I like to be naughty. And I think a lot of humans do too, even though they might deny it. So people cheer for your baby faces, your good guys, absolutely all day. But sometimes you want to cheer for something a bit more naughty, and that's what I'm here for.
Yeah. Okay. So when little
It
children came to you,
feels
especially little girls, and
like
they say, "Hey, I
I
want
will
your
be able to
photo, I want
establish
your
a
autograph,
lasting
I want to be just
presence
like
on
you
this
when I grow
planet.
up," how do
And
you feel?
that goes such a long way for all of me. Um, we have something called dissociative identity disorder, but mentally, we are more than one being. So we respectfully are trying to be as wholesome as we can to ourselves.
Hmm.
And when people tell us that we have impacted their lives, it means that we should keep doing what we're doing.
Okay. Okay. JRC, pues saludos. Hello, Benjamin. Okay, so if you got one chance to face a woman wrestler,
Because she
it doesn't
is
matter if you win,
the
it doesn't matter if you
numero
lose.
uno
Which one
masked
would you
wrestler
prefer?
out
So
here
you
when
can
it
say,
comes to
"Hey, I
luchadoras,
already wrestled
Dulce
that girl."
Tormenta, I would absolutely love to have a one-on-one bout with Dulce Tormenta. Not yet, but I do have my passport, so I am absolutely just
Okay, so
foaming
have
at
you
the
been
mouth
able to go to
to
Mexico
be
to
able to
wrestle?
get out to Mexico and perform and entertain people, especially where the culture of lucha libre originates.
Mm, okay. Acá Mix, saludos, saludos. So maybe
Absolutely.
here in Puerto
I
Rico,
would come there
sometimes
today or
people of the wrestling
tomorrow.
industry
I
saw
am
this
always
Instagram
ready.
Live,
That
and they also looking for
pro
new
wrestling and lucha
talent. Would
libre
you
is
like to
my
come here to
absolute
Puerto
life.
Rico?
Every single day, I only do this. This is my only job. So I would be there in an instant for any promotion out there. I have a resume, and I would be an asset to anyone who wants me to perform for
Okay.
them.
And there are also people
Yeah,
from Panama,
I imagine it
Chile,
every day,
Venezuela,
even though I'm
Argentina, all
kind of
around the world.
stuck here in
Sometimes they see this
Colorado for what it
Instagram Live.
feels like.
Imagine
So I would go
yourself
anywhere
traveling
in the
all
entire
around the
world
world.
at the drop of a dime.
Okay. Okay. Reiko,
I
NW696, saludos,
have
saludos.
actually
So if
been
someday you have
given
a
the
child,
opportunity
a
to
kid, or
teach
a little guy say,
a
"Hey,
youth
mom, I want to
class
become
where
a wrestler,"
we
what
welcome
would you
kids
say?
as young as 8 years old and be able to show them how to wrestle each other and use lucha libre. There's a performer out here named Delta Jr. and
Mm,
one of the kids is his biggest fan, so he wears his little Nino mask of Delta Jr. to class. It's wonderful. So I would say that it's work. You're gonna work for it. You're gonna have to fight for it. But a fight in a human being does
Okay.
not happen only when you are an adult. It can start from the moment you are born.
Mhm. Yeah. La Dama Grecia, saludos. I see sometimes that there are school for little kids to learn wrestling. Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw that. I think that
and
is, I don't know if it's in Mexico, but I saw, and
it's like
in the United
generational
States,
talent.
I saw a lot of wrestling company that little kids
I
have
have
matches.
won a tag teams
That's great.
championship
So,
out here,
yeah.
as well as
So
being your
far, have
current
you
and
won
reigning women's
any
champion
title so far?
and your combat and cabaret champion. So, hola.
Oh my God. Okay, Reiko NWO says, hello guys. Japolín 74221 se encuentra por aquí. So, maybe I just want to say this. Maybe you can learn a little bit more Spanish.
I
So
think
when
that
they call you
is
to
a really good
Mexico,
idea, and
maybe
I
you
will
can
take you up
surprise
on
them
that
by speaking
and
Spanish. They will
start
say,
to learn
"Oh,
it
this girl speaks English, but
immediately.
also speaks Spanish." So it's a good
I
asset
learned
to our
Japanese
company.
just because I liked it, so I will give my all to learn and become muy habla español, uh, especially by the time I go down there and fight.
Yeah, especially because you use a mask, and you know
Gracias.
that a lot of women in Mexico use masks, so you will be a great asset over there just by learning a little bit of Spanish.
Just this past weekend, I wrestled
Ita
for
Vasquez, saludos, saludos.
Southwest Kansas
So,
Independent
when are
Lucha
you going to
Libre
be
with
wrestling now?
the
Where and when?
Chocla Violence, who is a tag team out here. So I love wrestling. I am going to wrestle. I have some matches as soon as October. I'm actually getting some surgery coming up at the end of this month. So I'm going to be out for a couple of weeks. But by the time I come back, hopefully I'm going to debut a whole new mask and like gear setup for my masked character. Never. You know, it's weird. I didn't start wrestling until I was
Okay. So it's not
32,
going to
and
be a
I'm
problem, your
33 right
surgery? I
now.
mean, that doesn't mean that you're going to have to
I had never been
retire?
in a gym. I had never watched a wrestling match until I was 30. So I'm a very late bloomer in all of this. And being able to learn as
Oh.
much as I
So you
can, as
started.
fast as I can, and integrate myself into as much of
Oh.
pro wrestling, lucha libre, puro resto, everything, yogi wrestling, anything and everything, I am there for it. So
Here's Nikki Chase 16. If you also want an interview, you can send me a message on the Instagram.
my
Orly
expectation
Nandino is
is to
here
be
too.
able
So,
to
what are
see,
your
especially
expectations right
2025,
now on the lucha
coming
libre or
into
wrestling?
lucha libre with a whole new sense of confidence and projection. Because I want to bring stories to people that would not be, they would not be able to experience anywhere else outside of us, the Earthverse of the EMT. I
Okay.
love the
Okay,
450 is my
Rayco
favorite current finisher that I'm
NW0696.
trying
He's
to
have a
branch
question
into
here.
a
What is
Phoenix
your
flat.
favorite
But the
finisher?
surfboard is probably my absolute favorite finisher. Even though it's a submission, it's something that I remember from playing wrestling video games from when I was young. But I didn't understand wrestling at the time. But I thought that move was the absolute coolest, and it still is. Brian Danielson and Zack Sabre Jr. are individuals I've seen utilize the surfboard.
Okay, okay. That's great.
Everything
So if
is
somebody want to
synonymous
send you a
as
message,
I
maybe to
go
come to
as a
their
brand.
companies
So
or maybe to
everything
just
is
say hello,
Erza
how can they
Menagerie
reach you
Tinker.
on the
I don't have a
internet?
different legal name from my wrestling name, my luchadora name. Everything is one. So look up Erza Menagerie Tinker, and I will be in any way that you can contact me, and I am here. You are my job. So I want you to know how important you are, and I want to be an asset to others. So just like you, I'm so very thankful because that's all I want to do. I want to enjoy being here on this planet and interacting with amazing humans just like you. My fans mean everything to me. My life, I play like a game, like an
Thank you very
alternate
much.
reality
Any message for
game.
your fans?
I based it off of the movie The Truman Show. So every day of my life is public. There's nothing I do in my existence that I hide. So to my fans, I want you to know that you are still the only reason that we are still here. And we can't wait to take over the world with you.
Okay.
No, this is not my first podcast interview, but it's my first one on Instagram Live.
Killian Crow, hello, hello. Is this your first interview? Okay, okay. So let me tell you something. You look like a very humble and nice person, and I like that about you. No, never change, because maybe someday you could be in a big wrestling company, but you have to remember who gave you that first interview, who gave you that
Thank you.
first
Gracias.
chance in
Muy gracias.
wrestling. Never change.
You are amazing, and
I
I
saw
will
your
never
photo. You are a
forget
very
you or this.
beautiful
Because you're
woman. Now that
officially
I'm
a part of
interviewing
the
you,
Erza
you
verse
seem
now.
nice, you seem humble, and that's very good. Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. So I like to make my interview short
Absolutely.
because
This
there's going to be a
is
second
amazing.
part. I will contact you before the year ends to make a second part. So that's why I sometimes, oh, you seem very happy with this interview. Thank you, thank you. Bueno, mi gente, tenemos nuestro canal de YouTube. En Facebook tenemos el grupo, tenemos la página. En Instagram tenemos todo sobre lucha libre y todo sobre lucha libre segunda parte. Guaso segundo, saludos, saludos. Gracias por estar aquí. Thank you very much for being here. You are a wonderful person. Y recuerden, ella tiene una máscara como Babyface y una máscara como Heel. Así que cualquier cosa, ustedes pueden contratarla, ya sea haciendo el papel de buena o haciendo el papel de mala. That's right, huh? She could be naughty or she can be good. She have two masks, so you should.